So it's been a long time between videos, so I thought I'd do a very quick update to let you guys know where I'm up to. The casting of the resin Terminator, or Terminators, as you can see I'm working on 2 there, is getting pretty close to actually being finished. All the moulding and all that sort of stuff is done at the moment, and the workshop is a terrible mess at the moment, and I've got bits and pieces sort of literally everywhere, but they're all coming together as a final sort of assembly. The biggest thing I've been waiting on is the delivery of the extra resin that I've needed to actually get them finished. And as you can see, there's a fair chunk of resin that's arrived. I've got a very little bit left over in the other resin that I'll actually be using to finish some of the smaller components. The reason why I'm going to be working separately between the two is because they've changed the formula a little bit. So for the first couple of casts, I'm actually going to do some small parts just to make sure that this reacts in pretty much just the same way as the old stuff does, so that I don't have any sort of mix issues and that sort of stuff. I'm not expecting it to be a problem, because whilst the mix is actually a different formula, the technical specs on how the actual resin sets and reacts and all that sort of stuff is virtually identical. So I'm not expecting to be any problems, but we'll see how that pans out in a couple of pieces. The reason why the workshop is such a mess at the moment is because I actually haven't been out here very much. I've had a lot of work to do outside the workshop, with some renovation work that I've had to do on a couple of people's properties, build walls and silly things like that. So I've been tied up a little bit in terms of the outside work, but that seems to be all finished up now, and it means I should be able to actually get out here and firstly do a clean up and do a tidy up and get everything back to a working area, and then lay out all the necessary bits and pieces that I'm missing as far as the Terminator parts are concerned. I've pretty much got about 95% of one Terminator cast up and about 25% of the second one finished as well. So allowing for a little bit of tidy up and everything else, they'll be ready to be shipped out to their owners shortly, and then I should be able to get on to some of the other projects I'm working on. I'll be posting some other videos I did very shortly on a father-daughter project that I've done for my daughter, who's a bit of a Harry Potter fan, so there's a little sneak peek for you. I'll show the video very shortly. The other thing that I'll be working on is I'm going to go back and revisit some of the other props that I've made in the past. You can see there, that's the Predator Shuriken. I'm going to build a sort of a nice display box for that. A couple of reasons behind that is that I've wanted to be able to display this stuff a bit nicer in my own house. And the other reason is I'm going to be putting together some extra display pieces and that sort of stuff, because we've been booked at Sydney Supernova, which is like a Comic-Con type convention, where the Terminator is actually going to be put down there on display, and I'm possibly going to be doing a talk down there at the convention based on how I made him. And I'll be posting some other videos on how these display boxes and stuff are being built, and hopefully I'll get some good footage whilst I'm actually down at the convention as well. So keep an eye out for those new videos that are coming up. So that's pretty much the update for this time, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.